Good evening, everyone. Let me know if you are seeing me clearly. Let me know if you are hearing me. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 185. I trust that everyone has been having a wonderful and productive week. I trust that everybody's okay, everybody's healthy. Well, I know that not everyone is okay and healthy. Special word of encouragement to that G. He has been healing for a long time. He's really struggling at this point in time, so hopefully he will be able to get over the current situation. Keita Scott, her mother is still in a state where there's cause for concern. So hope and pray say them people that go alright. I know Tash Tash wasn't great recently, but I trust that she too is doing a little bit better. So for all the persons who are healing, all the persons who are recovering, all the persons who are ill, I sincerely hope that you guys will be as good as new in very short order. You understand? For the people that are there, manners and respect. Peeps, for the people that are on them way home from work, I sincerely hope that you will get home safely. For the persons who are home and ready for us to teach about some things that affect Jam Down. Jamrock, Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vice Cartel, Buju Banton, Shelly and Fraser Price. Everybody down in our Cockpit Country, big up on yourself. Peeps, good night.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message I reach them. You know it's teach them the number one intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey yo, yellow! Like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey yo, we always up to something. Teach them! Hey yo, yellow! Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here, Warlord representing.
So peeps, we're there. You know one thing go. Another week on the rock, another week in Jamaica land we love. Seeing another week of a lot of madness and crap. Seeing a lot of another week of you not being able to speak your mind in Jamaica. Another week of you not being able to speak your or share your views on a matter without being seen as being politically aligned, without being seen as being a troublemaker, without being seen of you attacking people. You know anything about one of them things peeps. So what it is, you know anything, we just have to move on and groove on. You see me? One of them things. So we're there. Peace. Big up on yourself. All of the people in the comment section. Manners and respect. All of the people them on Facebook. Bless up on yourself. Seeing all the people who are over on Twitter. Manners and respect. You know what I mean? We kind of stream on a post on a platform and them something there. So big up on yourself, peace. I appreciate the support wherever you're there watching thing. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, it no matter. You understand what I say? We then prefer everybody over YouTube still, but we still give thanks. One of them things. Zane. Hold on then on peeps. Let me mute or something here. Yeah, so that. But that's a check for make sure it's everywhere we're supposed to do live, with the live. You know what I mean? Just give me a 1-3. Still up work on getting all of this in my head and something. For the persons who are here for the first time, welcome. Really and truly appreciate you taking the time out to show some support and see what I go on over here. So for the persons who have been here, for the persons who are here day in, day out, you know what thing go. We appreciate the support like so. Follow me and say, peeps. Yeah man, I could get it up already now. Come like we're live everywhere we're supposed to live. Yeah. Thing not bad. Progress. I'm gonna see if I can do one more thing then I'm ready. Let me get that chatter up and running. Yeah, see. Try opening it on the browser and see if that's better. Someone can monitor all of the chat them from one place. That hasn't been working out recently. So I could see it gonna. Boom. Still only upon you. Alright, I'm gonna go and watch it and see how it's set up. Yes, I. So peeps, we normally try, hope, pray, say we not have to deal with a situation when we come on each week of anybody missing. Seem like we can't shake off the monkey there off our back. As every time I come on, I have a story of somebody being reported missing. Normally it is of a young lady, and I mean, same old, no. Sad situation. So the young lady on the screen, that was the best picture. Well, that was the only picture that was available and such. So I'm assuming that it is the best picture and something. So this young lady has been reported missing. So alert out for 17-year-old girl who gone missing in Old Harbour. So an Ananda alert has been activated for a missing teenage girl. She is 17-year-old Geneva Thompson of Bannister District in Old Harbour, St. Catherine, who hasn't been seen since Friday, August the 16th. Bannister is a place that I have knowledge of. I would have spent about a month in Bannister one time long ago in Bethlehem. And thing. She's of brown complexion, slim built, and is about 155 centimeters or 5 feet 1 inch tall. So reports from the Old Harbour police are that Geneva was last seen at home wearing a white blouse, black jeans, and a pair of black slippers. And all efforts to contact her since then have been unsuccessful. And anyone now knowing the whereabouts of young Thompson is being asked to contact the Old Harbour police at 876-983-2255. The police 119 emergency number or the nearest police station. And as usual, we are sincerely hoping that this young lady is alive. We are sincerely hoping that this young lady is okay, and also that she will be reunited with her family in very short order. Chad Murdoch, so why the police not going out searching for her? I don't know that the police haven't been searching for her, so I can't speak to that. I don't know that they have been searching for her either, so I don't know. They are seeking the public's help, which is what most countries around the world do when somebody is reported missing. They ask if anyone has seen her and seen the person and know of their whereabouts, and as such, they ask for assistance from the public. So I don't know if they're out looking for her or if they're not out looking for her. I sincerely hope that she's okay and will be returned to her family in very short order. You understand? So we are watching and see. Sad situation is that we live in a country where when you hear that a young lady has been reported missing, you have to just hope and pray, because this is Jamaica Terati, isn't it? Zane, big up to the persons who are here for the first time. As I said, big up some people, look more. For the people that are there day in, day out. Hello, Miss Kelly Burnett. It is great to see you again. I know that you have been, Zane, I know that you have been MIA for a while. I am really and truly happy to see you, Zane. Yeah, so what you know, peeps? Jamaica, unsurprisingly, was jolted by an earthquake earlier in the week. And I said unsurprisingly, and when I say that is, I mean that Jamaica is located in a geologically unstable zone. There are many plate boundaries or plate margins for that matter, in and around, not plate margins in Jamaica, but there are fault lines in Jamaica. There are plate boundaries and plate margins around the Caribbean basin the Caribbean plate on which Jamaica sits. So earthquake is always a given in Jamaica. The reality is that major earthquakes, based on what the experts say, tend to occur every century, thereabout. The last major earthquake we had was in 1907, so that makes it 100 and portion of years now since we have experienced a major earthquake. And the reality is not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. and such. You understand? And whenever there's an earthquake, it is always a worrying sign because it could be a couple of things. It could be what we call in geography a foreshock, which are quakes that precedes or occur before a major earthquake, which is showing that there is stress being built up along lines of weaknesses in the Earth's crust, and as such, the pressure is being released slowly, but it could be a precursor for something great. Zane, and them something. Or it could be just simple minor quakes, tremors. So you never know. The earthquake unit has confirmed that a minor earthquake was felt in several sections of the island on Thursday morning. 9 parishes reported feeling the effects of the tremor. A pity never just happened on God knows, but never mind. The unit said the quake struck at 6:45 a.m. approximately 4 kilometers northwest of Guy's in St. Catherine, close to the border of St. Ann. It had a magnitude of 4.2 on the Richter scale and a focal depth of 15.1 kilometers and was felt in Clarendon, St. Thomas, St. Elizabeth, Manchester, St. Catherine, Portland, St. Mary, Kingston and St. Andrew. Is a lot of parishes that 4.2 is a minor quake, and go in at the teach. Your lines is, what go on, Jalok? You know what I think, brother. No one has well, no injuries were reported or no damage. It says the area which was affected depends largely on the direction that a lot of the energy was directed. That is what the person from up by UA, the earthquake unit up by UA said. A lot of people felt it. Since the start of the year, we have had several earthquakes, but 6 of those were really felt by the public who are relied on to call in with information. And there has been no reports of damage or injuries, so that is good. With the earthquake thing, you can never know. And I have this discussion with my students on a regular, like, which natural hazard is probably the most dangerous. I think an earthquake ranks very high because you just never know when. You understand? You never know how strong. So, one of them things. So, we're glad to say nobody not hurt. We're glad to say there was no damage. But it is a sign that we should be in a state of readiness and a state of preparation for the eventualities of an earthquake because we live in an earthquake zone. Simple, just like how every year between June the 1st and November the 30th, we are supposed to be in preparation mode for possible hurricanes because we live in the hurricane basin. It's just one of them things. We take them things for granted, but safety is important and thing, you just never know. You see me? 6% reduction in serious crimes for St. Mary, Portland, and St. Ann, says the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So right now, any reduction in any serious crime in any parish is a good thing because there's just so much crap going on in this country. Like, you have to just give thanks to small mercies and blessings. So there's been a 6% reduction in serious crimes in St. Mary, Portland, and St. Ann. So the police are reporting that there was a 6% reduction in serious crimes for the parishes of St. Mary, St. Ann, and Portland up to the 17th of August when compared to the same period of 2018. So serious crimes are classified as murders, shootings, robberies, larceny, rape, aggravated assault, and breakings. Yeah? So, head of the Area 2 Police Division, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Egbert Nelson, said that there was a decrease in all categories of crimes except for robberies, which moved from 57 to 83. That's a lot of robberies. And aggravated assault, which increased from 37 to 43. Yeah? So the murder figure for the region now stands at 48, which is 48 too many, compared to 55 last year, which is a 13% decrease. But while murders have decreased across the region, the figure for St. Anne has shown an increase for the period, with 28 murders up from 23 last year. So the Garden Parish is still undergoing its transformation from a garden parish to a jungle parish, I suppose. Eh? For Portland, the figure decreased from 9 to 7, while for St. Mary, the figure is down from 13, well, down to 13 from 23 compared to the corresponding period last year. So that is a sizable dip for St. Mary. That is almost a 50% decline. So, I mean, we are give thanks. I wish this was a national thing, a uniform thing. But we suppose we have to give thanks to small mercies same way down. Because the reality is that things could always be worse than they are, innit? You understand? So well done to the people them in a St. Mary for keep the thing on a level and them something there, because right now the thing I don't know out of control. You see me? So peeps, again, we chastise the police when them do crap. Like Dr. Gear Welch, who is head of the National Road Safety Branch, would have made a blunder in my opinion throughout the week, but we soon get to that. Zane, with the police are rape girls who are in detention areas, holding cells in prisons. Police raping 12-year-old, 13-year-old, police this, police that. But the reality is that as much as there are police officers who should be cut from the force, there are police officers who continue to risk life and limbs to protect the law-abiding, decent citizens of this country. Yeah? And thing. And the fight continues. We know the environment in which they have to operate. We know the lack of resources in many instances. We know the condition of many of the stations. Yes, the government has been trying to rebuild and give many of these stations a facelift and stuff, and add vehicles to the fleet and other stuff. When I say no, it is probably on the slower side, but we know that things are being done. How is it enough? Is it fast enough? Is it being channeled in the right areas? Is always a means of discussion. But the reality is that some things take time. And I say all of that, we say that we know that some police officers out there remain professional, have their integrity intact, and they are simply into the preservation of law and order in this country. And when the police do well, we need to say them do well. We kind of not do that. We just, when them do things where are crap, we just normally beat them, which is okay because you can't excuse crap. But when there is progress and there is good policing, we also need to highlight that. It can't just be negative, 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 negative. Because the reality is that as bad as things are in Jamaica, it's not just negative. There are positive things happening in this country. It's just the nature of us to highlight the negative. It's just that the negative, when you sensationalize it, you get a greater reach and more mileage out of it. Zane, and the positive things, them not really gone away. Case in point, the Cockpit Country struggle. You understand what I say? And we can't move on from that. The Cockpit Country struggle should be front and center of every Jamaican mind and thought process right now. Zane? But it is not. The center of the thoughts of many Jamaicans is candy and mackerel and squash and the 6 bars versus alkaline or beanie man. And them things that occupy with thought process these days. These are the things where we spend more time a focus on. You understand how many persons have taken the time out to go do some reading on the Cockpit Country, but everyday people in a dance or shade room I read gossip and sus and crap. You understand? So boy, I don't know. I don't know. Ah boy. Gun seized following dispute at transport center in Westmoreland. So a Parabellum 9mm pistol along with 5 9mm rounds of ammunition were seized by the police in Negril, Westmoreland on Thursday, August 22nd. a man was taken into custody in connection with the seizure. So reports from the Negril police are that a team of officers was on an operation in the area when they were alerted to the transportation center where a dispute involving a firearm was in progress. I hear that piece, I'm going to read it again. Nathan L. Blessings family. Reports and this is one of the curious cases of Benjamin Button tonight, you know. You understand? Reports from the Negril police are that a team of officers was on an operation in the area when they were alerted to the transportation center where a dispute involving a firearm was in progress. On their arrival, the law enforcers searched the area and the firearm and ammunition were found beneath a house in the vicinity. The identity of the man who was taken into custody is being withheld pending further investigation. A day earlier, authorities arrested another man following the seizure of a firearm in Spicy Hill, Duncan's, Trelawney. Reports from the Duncan's police are that about 11:25 p.m., a team of officers was on patrol in the area when they heard explosions in the vicinity. They responded, and on their arrival, a man was seen standing beside a motor car. On the approach of the lawmen, he allegedly removed a firearm from his waistband and attempted to dispose of it. The firearm was retrieved and found to be a Taurus 9mm pistol. He was subsequently arrested. Like, hey, brother, clean it. You understand? And thing. So they man in a bus park with gun. Like the man police. You understand what I say? I don't understand the answer. Because it thinks it away. I mean, some things happen in this country on a daily, like, you really and truly wonder what really are going in our head as people, as citizens of this country. You understand? It is so amazing sometimes to read them stories and articles. You understand? And like a bushy man them there, you know. You understand? The man them there in the transportation park where hundreds of people probably there. The man them not care. I'm going to show you how the man them not care, but hold on, we soon get there. You see what I say? It's like, as somebody just says, like it's a war zone, yo. You understand? Be Jamaica Earthquake. You understand? So I go on over on Facebook to check your ratio. You understand? See, I'm going to big up some people on Facebook. They me and watch. Carl and Brian. See, Kirk Matthews, Kirk Wagwan Youth. Miss Princess Patsy. I wonder what Miss Patsy I do over on Facebook. She don't know what's over YouTube she for that. Kim D, hello Kim. Troy Fitz, King Smith, Warwick Sweeney, Bruce Bellum, Omar Brown. Big up to all of the people them over on FB. Manners and respect. You know, I appreciate the support something there. You understand me? I say me don't love no forward over YouTube still, but anyway you're comfortable, just hold a chair. You understand? And cock your ear. You see me? So ready again now, peeps. Illegal gun and ammunition found and man held. This happened in St. Anne. So how many guns that seized already? There are 2 guns that seized already, you know. You understand? So we have to do a count. The Area 2 Fugitive Apprehension Team charged the man with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, following the seizure of a homemade shotgun and several rounds of ammunition in Harmonyville District, Monique, St. Anne on Friday. So this man I know White Shadow Videos Jamaica said touch on the Cockpit Country. Yeah, brother, but there's a format to the stream when I just talk everything over. You understand? So I'm gonna talk about that, but you know what thing go down in the street. And for the persons who are asking about the Cockpit Country, there's a playlist on the channel with a total of 9 videos on the Cockpit Country, different aspects of the Cockpit Country, aspects where persons would have taken offense with and stuff. You can find a wealth of information there, Zane and thing. So just type in Cockpit Country, teach them. Your playlist probably pop up. Zane and things. So we so reach as a family. Yeah? So the man want to go mash up around an unarmed Harmonyville with him gun. He is 25-year-old Dave Roy Francis, a farmer of Harmonyville in the parish. So the Claremont police report that about 12:45 a.m. a team was on operation in the area when a hut occupied by Francis was searched and the firearm and 3 12-gauge cartridges were found. Francis was subsequently arrested and charged. And the police say Francis was wanted for illegal possession of firearm and wounding with intent. A court date is yet to be set. You understand me? I say? So, better do. So, how many guns that you know? At a 4, 3. Zine? And thing. Why them something here all the way up here? So, I have more gun story now, but I don't know where they. So far this there, hold on the peeps, because I don't know how I set up this so. See? It's like it's a gun show. Someone arrested, firearm seized in Chilling. Yeah, we talk about that. So that are 3 guns right there. So 4 women among 5 held for AK-47 rifle and ammo found in garbage bag. 5 persons, including 4 females, were arrested following the discovery and seizure of a firearm and several rounds of ammunition. So the seizure was made after a police military operation on Dooney Corner in Salt Spring, St. James on Monday, August 19. So reports from the Montego Bay police are that about 5:30 a.m. a premises was searched and an AK-47 assault rifle along with 15 7.6 rounds of ammunition were found in a garbage bag in the backyard. The 5 persons were subsequently arrested and their identities are being withheld pending further investigations by the police. You understand? So that are 4 more guns off our street. You understand? Which it was 40 or 400, but every mickle make a muckle, I suppose. You understand? Good night, everybody. All the persons who are here for the first time, welcome. Really and truly appreciate you stopping by, checking out. All the persons on Facebook, big up on yourself. For the people that move up on Twitter, big up on yourself. You understand? Jamaican Woman Arranges 28 phony marriages in the US, including her own. A Connecticut-based Jamaican woman who United States federal prosecutors say helped arrange 28 sham marriages to obtain immigration benefits for non-US citizens has pleaded guilty. So the Connecticut Post reports that 35-year-old Jodian Stevenson of Bridgeport, Connecticut, pleaded guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit immigration marriage fraud in a federal court in New Haven on Monday. Prosecutors say one of the sham marriages was between Stevenson and a U.S. citizen. Stevenson is from Jamaica. Officials say she introduced the couples, organized the marriage celebrations and ceremony, and coached them on how to make their relationship and marriage appear real. She would charge up to US, listen to this, $20,000, which is about almost, if you do the maths, almost 2.5 million Jamaican dollars. Yes, sir. See? To fill out immigration paperwork and complete the process. Stevenson faces up to 5 years in prison. I hope she did save her money. Because if she collect up to $20,000 for each of them things, and she do about 28 of them. You understand? She's supposed to collect a nice little food. Zane. So, I hope she have it stashed off somewhere where when she do road again, she can alright in her life. You understand? So, but I don't know. Like, Jamaicans, we're not easy, you know. We're not easy at all. See, we're not easy. You feel me? Well, you say, finna, she a collect what some people a collect for them yearly salary for one of them thing there. I not tell you, brother. So me assume so she probably alright, you know, financially. See, I hope she never squander money, take it and give it to and when she do her time, she can come back, come unwind, and avoid a life of crime. Boy, I tell you. You understand? Well, yes, she floss that. Rocks and Charm say anyhow she floss that, she done. But hope not, because the 5 years they were miserable in a real life. You understand? But when they look upon it and do the maths, is probably a good food. She's going to need it. See, all of the people that me are checking, big up on yourself. Manners and respect. You understand what I say? Chad Murdoch's a teacher, a lyricist. No, you know, brother, you know, more time we just say some things and them come together like. So speaking about Jamaicans and trying to beat the system, you see? And thing. Xavier X a lawyer out. But then now, if she knows say she plead guilty already, she probably don't need a lawyer. She just plead guilty and serve her time. You understand? And then she do road. Yeah, Miss Joan Grace one bag of right. See? Easy come sometime, easy go. That is so true, you know. Eyes for Inky TV. That make a lot of sense with you. You understand? And thing. Man held with forge $50 million limit credit card to be sentenced. May I make that sink in a liquor? You understand what I say? You hear what kind of limit credit card if in general approval with? Yeah? $50 million. See? Yeah, peeps. The man have a $50 million limit credit card. Right now, me got that a house me I buy with it. You understand? Give me a house for my credit card, you know, brother. Oh, you stay? What house them when you got? Let me see your house them now. Yo, blessings to the people that was a check in. You understand? Ice God 876. Welcome, family. Watch me now. A man who was held with a forged $50 million limit credit card when he went to a liquor store to purchase goods after previously buying $200,000 worth of liquor is to be sentenced in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on September the 18th. Udane Mitchell pleaded guilty to unauthorized access to computer data, forgery, uttering forged documents, obtaining credit by fraud, possession of identity information, and possession of forged access device. When he appeared in court last week Tuesday, he was remanded. The court heard that Mitchell went to the liquor store on Constant Spring Road in St. Andrew on July 25th and purchased $200,000 worth of liquor using the card and left. However, it was soon discovered that the card was fraudulent and the store's employee were placed on alert. Later that day, Mitchell returned to the liquor store to purchase more items and the police were summoned. He was arrested. When cautioned, he made no comment. However, the owner of the original credit card, who is a business executive, told the police that he had not given anyone his credit card. Attorney Ludlow Black is representing the accused. You know, him deserve all $50 million. You understand? Finna say, I'm sure that him are the only one. You see, first thing, man wrong from day one. The man cloned somebody credit card, really. Crime number one. Crime number two, the man buy $200,000 worth of liquor this morning. Crime number three, the man now seemingly say, yo, the thing work. Go back. Say, I'm going to buy some more things. That's crime number three. Crime number four, him go back at the same place. Crime number 5, him is a thief. And crime number 6, him is a damn fool. You understand? Yo, the man go back, he said, please. I like him and say, yo, me trick them, come here, I trick them again. You understand? Well, we know so the bike situation in the country is at a stage where many persons have suggested to put a temporary ban on bikes. Many persons have suggested that the bike industry needs tighter regulations, Zane, and them things. We're seeing a situation now where 6 suspected bike robbers were nabbed in St. Andrew. You understand? The police have nabbed 6 males believed to be involved in a spate of robberies on motorcycles in St. Andrew. The suspects, 3 of whom the Constabulary Communications Unit said are juveniles, were picked up in 3 separate incidents on Old Hope Road, halfway tree road, and New Kingston in St. Andrew. You understand what I say? And thing. Zane? The 6 males were held in ongoing operations which began on the 4th of August. 3 cellular phones, handbags, and other items were also seized, the police said. The CCU also disclosed that 2 of the males have so far been charged with robbery with aggravation. Interesting. Robbery with aggravation means them hold up smaddy with probably some form of weapon, more than likely a gun, but never shoot. Yeah? However, their names are being withheld as all 6 are to face an identification parade in relation to other similar cases that have been under investigation. See? So investigators are also asking victims of robberies, especially in New Kingston, in the New Kingston area, to contact the St. Andrew Central Criminal Investigation Branch at 876-926-8184 or 5 or 876-926-2551. Additionally, the police are asking victims to cooperate with them in the event they are called to identify the perpetrators. You know, that are one of the issues we are facing the justice system. Seeing much works, seeing, and then people really and truly afraid to really go up on ID parade. People afraid to talk to the police because the police in some instances are complicit with some of these criminals. You understand? But apparently some organization, some work was done by the police, and I think this is something that is a step in the right direction, and it's very commendable because obviously there was some coordination and organization and information involved, and the police would have nabbed 6 men. I sincerely hope that the effort will continue and 600 more left out there will be also found. You understand what I say? So, you know what I think? Well done to the police officer. I big up on the damn self. Yeah, man. So, they must say a few of them are juveniles. So, you know what I think? Big up to the 5 of them. You understand? When I know good works, what they have to say well done. You understand? And thing. So, you know, I talk to you about some curious cases of Benjamin Button earlier. Don't see one here? This youngster, well, he was on the run. He has been arrested now. You understand? He would have done something, allegedly, that you only see in a movie or hear about in a some show. You understand? And thing. He is believed to be a security guard. Security guard on the run after attacking one and disarming a cop, not on the road, not on yard, at a police station. I'll read that again. Security guard on the run after attacking and disarming a cop at a station. A man who reportedly attacked, injured, and relieved a policeman of his service firearm on Thursday, has been listed as being wanted by the St. Andrew Central Police. The incident allegedly occurred at the Crossroad Police Station in St. Andrew. Yeah, hold on the peeps. The man, described as a security guard who goes by the name Romario Kevin Abrams, has been described as being armed and potentially dangerous. Reports from the Crossroads Police are that about 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Reports from the Crossroads Police are that about 1 p.m. Abrams went to the station to give a statement and submit a medical report in relation to a case of assault occasioning actual bodily harm. While being assisted, he reportedly attacked and disarmed a policeman and quickly made his escape. He was asked to turn himself into the police, but he never did do that. But me I say, it's just one police officer did this. So how come this man was allowed to leave the police station with a police service pistol? I don't understand that part of it. You understand? So normally when you go into a police station, at the reporting desk there, so you normally have 1, 2, or 3 police officers, generally speaking. So how come, and normally if a police take a statement from somebody, I guess it's different, because I remember once I go on police station and the person will give the thing sit down beside the, well, it depends, I suppose. So you normally have a counter at a police station, the police and the run there, so you would hear so. I don't know what go on. I never really got inside a Crossroads police station like that. You see? But I just find it curious to know that this a youth here now, what them brave no blurt need to do. You understand? Me I wonder if him I suffer from some mental ailment or something, because I don't know if this is a sane move, really. However, he has since been arrested. You understand? Rebellious Boutique, good night, Jam. How are you? It's good to see you. Yeah, I know them lock down your next thing. So I could just do this quick and fast. Yeah, and thing. Yeah, peeps. Rebellious Boutique is a Instagram store for plus size ladies. So if you're in Jamaica and you're up on the fluffy side, you understand, and you need some nice trendy outfits, you need to go across on Rebellious Boutique, go see what go on and spend some amount of money. You understand and thing, because you know money to spend. See? And Kelly, I go start out your thing, you know, it run across my mind earlier today, so yo, bombard star. Long time I not chat to Kelly and then you know what thing go. Yeah, so manners and respect, peeps, as myself for all of the fellas them on the building, if you know say on impress them up on the thicker side, you know what I mean? And you know them trendy and thing, and you know if you rob no bank for buy some clothes for them, you go over Rebellious Boutique and spend, you know, a little or nothing, and you get something nice and trendy for your empress. You know what I think go? Yeah, man. The Royal General say, heck yeah, big girls rule. Alright, bro. Here's a trendy and bendy. I want to chat, man. Chat, Bill, man. Ready or no? As the Royal say, yo, big girls rule. That the man say, baby, I want to listen. You understand? Broad childbearing hips. You know, move on. Because we see direction with a line of conversation here, you know. You understand? So, you know, the man who allegedly attacked, injured, and disarmed a policeman of his service pistol yesterday at the Crossroads police station is now in police custody. Yeah? According to a statement by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the accused was captured this morning, Friday morning, during an operation in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. And as I said, the man is said to be a security guard. You understand? And thing. I don't know if I intel the police get. You see? The rest of the big girls, them very comfy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shemu. May I please say, she use our probably government name, you know, still. Zine, but Kelly Burnett, I see him Shemu yell for two peeps. You understand? Yeah, Chad, them catch him this morning. Yesterday them do the thing. But me I say, you know, me not hear, because I remember, you know, reports are say, Zine, Johnny boy say them nice, man. Johnny boy, what you deal with? Everything good, sir. Zane, yeah, Johnny boy, I think them over the nice the ladies, them, man. You understand? So right now you need to cop something for your empress. You understand? If she not really fluffy like that, you make her tail or just make her take it in like. You understand? Zane, so what you know, peeps? My concern, well done to police officers for finding him so quick. Good. I have a number of concerns, yes, sir. You understand? Where I say, look here now. How come this man was allowed to leave the police station with a policeman's gun? 1. 2. In the report that says he has been arrested, I don't hear no mention of the policeman weapon being mentioned. So, where the gun there? You understand what I say? Because if the gun was recovered, the article then said the gun was found. Then where the gun there? So that's the next problem. If Spanish Town them find him, then which part of Spain the weapon there? Then you understand what I say? Ah boy. You say man rent it out same day for a legend. Yo, I don't know still. But that's one more gun right up on the street or shouldn't up on the street. You understand what I say? One more gun on the street or shouldn't up on the street. Ah, boy. Curious case of Benjamin Button. Suspect. I'm done with that fella here. You understand? Let me see how that case has developed. Because, yeah, the one thing. Suspected serial sex offender booked for abduction and rape. Mike Jones say him sell it. Probably. You understand? Probably. A Westmoreland man who is suspected of having been involved in several instances of sexual crimes in the parish has been charged with abduction and rape following intense investigation by detectives from the Savannah Lamar Criminal Investigations Branch. So the accused, Roman Dakar, and there's a little bit of a history behind this name, you know. The accused is Ramando Kerr, 29-year-old, and upholsterer of Smithfield, Westmoreland. He is scheduled to appear in the Westmoreland Parish Court. Well, he was scheduled to appear in the Westmoreland Parish Court on Tuesday. He appeared in court. Zane, Grace Abel said TVJ News said they recovered the weapon. Okay, well the article never said that, but really and truly that is good news. If the weapon was in fact retrieved, then a good news that. You understand? And good work by the police officers who tracked him down and found him so quickly, you know. You understand what I say? And thing. So my understanding with this Ramando Kerr fellow, you know, is that a judge would have ordered his release. Zine? And the police them not release him. A done for time liar. I guess I'm gonna talk some more about that on Sunday because there was another article, but I never added to this stream tonight, yeah? So he was arrested on reasonable suspicion of abduction and rape in Westmoreland, which is currently under a state of public emergency. So investigations contended that Kerr was a serious threat to the security of women and young girls within Smithville and other communities in the parish. He was held under the state of emergency regulations on July 23rd, 2019. Kerr was brought before the court where investigators presented the status of their probe to the presiding judge, including an identification parade which was then scheduled to be held. The parade was held on Friday, August 16, and Kerr was pointed out. He was then charged with abduction and rape. So there is some controversy surrounding this name, but I'll shed some more light on it on Sunday. Zane, 10-year-old boy dies after being hit by motor car in Westmoreland. So a 10-year-old boy who should have been going back to school in a few days is now dead. So the Westmoreland police say the driver of a Toyota Corolla motor car, which mowed down a 10-year-old boy in the parish on Sunday, has been warned for prosecution by investigators. The deceased child has been identified as Unity Primary student Jotwayne Johnson of Barracks Road in Westmoreland. So police reports are that about 3:30 p.m. the boy was walking along the Dunbar River Main Road when he attempted to cross the roadway. In the process, he was hit by the motor car. So the child, who received multiple injuries, was rushed to the hospital where he later died while being treated. And approximately 276 persons have died from crashes on the nation's roadways since the start of the year. Pedestrians account for a high number. We would have spoken about the pedestrian figures in the previous stream. Yeah? Sad. On the screen. You know what I mean? Mike Henry on the scene. 3 shot. 2 fatally by marauding gunmen in Maypen. Mike Henry is livid. I'm telling you about the pen thing, you know. Oh, people say me for move from you, go away from you, so I'm an idiot. You understand? But alright. Somebody have to be an idiot. Why not me? You see me, I say? Mike Lewis, you ask me and you tell me, Mike, Zane, and I don't think he was hit on the sidewalk, you know. I think he was hit while trying to cross the road. Oh, you say, and the Sav Hospital is literally a stone throw away from Dunbar River. But I suppose the injuries were probably so severe that even though the hospital was so near, them couldn't save him, Xavier. That's a possibility, you understand? It depends on the impact. It depends on where he sustained injuries and things. It depends on how fast the car was going. A number of things, you understand? See? Central Clarendon Member of Parliament Mike Henry has slammed the relentless bloodletting in the parish capital, Maypen, where 3 persons were shot, 2 fatally, on Sevens Road in the town in broad daylight on Thursday. When I look for boy at night, hey, in a broad daylight, 6 pants will walk with Cardi AK. The deceased have been identified as 29-year-old Stephen Sharp and 25-year-old Molana March, SS and MM, both of Maypen addresses. A child who was also shot in the gun attack remains hospitalized in stable condition. Preliminary reports indicate that sometime after 1 p.m., a group of persons, including Sharp and Marsh and the child, was at a house on Sevens Road when a car pulled up. Armed men got out of the vehicle and opened fire at the persons at the premises. We drive up at the gate. I love pine from the fly straight. Sharp and March attempted to escape, but were chased and each shot multiple times. Run them down. Yeah, true, them just a busted on my head. The hoodlums then fled the scene. The police were alerted, and upon arrival, the 3 injured persons were taken to hospital, where the men were pronounced dead and the child was admitted for treatment. Detectives from the Maypen Criminal Investigation Branch are investigating the incident. Responding to the development, Henry said it is now more than clear that some special security arrangements need to be put in place for the town of Maypen and the wider parish of Clarendon, where murders have unfortunately become a common feature of life. He said the situation has definitely reached a point where a fulsome remedy needs to be applied to the now more than evident problem in our midst. Henry has for some time been calling for an extension of significantly enhanced security measures to Maypen and the wider parish of Clarendon, where security has been boosted over recent times with increased military presence. But there hasn't been any formal security declaration or formation like a zones of special operations or a state of emergency. The latest double murder in Maypen came only 4 days after another double homicide in the parish at Chapelton to the north on Sunday. In that incident, Chevon Josephs and Marlon Smith, alias Shortman, were gunned down by unknown assailants also in broad daylight. Reports were that at about 12 p.m., residents heard loud explosions coming from sections of the town and summoned the police. On their arrival, law enforcers found the two men suffering from bullet wounds. They were later pronounced dead at hospital. Let me move on. Huh? And everything good for eat, good for talk. I don't trust no shadow after dark. They will eat and drink. Pretend that they are with you. Yes, I. From one set up things to our next. We get the things them out a lot now. We quiz and the whole of them are duck now. Woman stabbed to death. House set ablaze in nice and decent Portland. Lover on the run. In what is being reported as another case of domestic violence, a woman was stabbed to death and her house set ablaze in Portland on Tuesday. The deceased woman has been identified as 50-year-old Maureen Johnson of Olivier Housing Scheme in Buff Bay, Portland. Nobody can tell me say that girl did not come from Buff Bay. According to police reports, Johnson and her common-law husband had a dispute at their home about 10 p.m. And during the altercation, the man allegedly stabbed her several times before setting the house on fire and fleeing the scene. Johnson's charred remains were later found during cooling down operations after a unit from the Buff Bay fire station responded to the fire. So the police are still searching for the woman's common-law husband for questioning as far as the information that I have. See? And the incident comes after another alleged domestic killing last Saturday, in which 65-year-old Pamela Manning was fatally stabbed, allegedly by her husband, during a dispute between the couple in the Cumberland community in Portmore, St. Catherine. Her husband, who is a retired police inspector, was charged on Tuesday for the murder. Last month in Portland, Rohan Martin, an undertaker of Guysville, St. Catherine, allegedly killed his girlfriend, 29-year-old Latoya Hill, otherwise called Trish, during a dispute at their home in David Lane in the parish. He has since turned himself into the police. You understand? And them something there, but we're still not done yet, because the woman thing them, I don't know. Zane Taylor, but Taylor said, yes, CTG Benz, won't video next time. Zane? Russ J got two say CCT Benz can get tickets. But so what about that? That's the foreign dance. You understand? Nurse stabbed to death in Manchester robbery attempt. A practical nurse has succumbed to stab wounds she received during an alleged robbery attempt in Manchester over the weekend. Yeah? The deceased has been identified as 59-year-old Audrey Brown of Brunt, Christiana in the parish. Hope I pronounce that correctly. Bronte. Never heard of the place before. Police report that on Saturday about 11:30 a.m., the nurse was heading to work in Christiana when she was accosted by knife-wielding men. The men reportedly demanded that the nurse hand over her valuables, but she refused and was subsequently stabbed several times. The hoodlums then escaped from the area, and the police have since held onto one suspect and are in search of a second man. Superintendent Chris Brown, the officer in charge of Area 3, which covers the parishes of Clarendon, Manchester, and St. Elizabeth, has expressed gratitude to stakeholders in and around the parish who he said were able to gather information that led to the arrest of the first suspect. The man remains in custody and is being questioned according to Brown. See, as we continue our search, we are calling on members of the public to assist the police as they continue to search for those responsible for the attack. I word the Empress again. The Empress wake up, leave her yard, and go look her honest bread. And some man will cock up at them yard every day, a smoke weed, and no want work, set up on the lady, Zaid, and stab her because them want the things where she a work hard for. You can imagine that? This lady lose her life over her own things then. This lady lose her life because she never planned to sit down and depend upon nobody, and she had look at herself. This lady lose her life because we have some man in the country who come like some big girl who want cock up at them yard and depend upon people. Hmm? Boy. When will this crap stop, man? Probably never in it. What to do? But on there, peeps. What? Oh, cool. Oh, boy. Woman shot dead in Gregory Park, St. Catherine. A 38-year-old woman was shot dead by unknown assailants on Queens Avenue in Gregory Park, St. Catherine, the police have reported. Yeah? Dead is Giovanni Ham, otherwise called Gwen, of First Avenue in Gregory Park. According to police reports, Ham was walking along the roadway about 10:30 p.m. when she was allegedly pounced upon by armed men who opened fire, hitting her several times. The police were alerted and she was taken to hospital where she was pronounced dead. No motives were ascertained for the shooting. You know how much woman that the man them killed throughout the course of the week? Police inspector on double murder rap offered bail. A police inspector who was implicated in a double murder in 2010 was offered $1 million bail when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court recently. Inspector Howard Wilkes was on Wednesday morning charged with 2 counts of murder in relation to the fatal shootings of Shamar Whitley and Denzel Hutchinson on the 13th of October 2010 on Roberts Close in Kingston. The 2 men were shot during an alleged gun battle with a police team involving Inspector Wilkes. An illegal gun was reportedly seized in the aftermath of the shooting. Residents of the community had, however, rejected the police's version of the incident, claiming instead that the men were killed in cold blood. In the meantime, Inspector Wilkes was granted bail in the parish court and is scheduled to return to court on October 7th. So the Director of Public Prosecutions had ruled last year that Inspector Wilkes be charged. Yeah? Interesting. Man killed by unknown assailants in St. Ann. Obituary getting longer. A motive is yet to be established by the St. Ann police in relation to the murder of a 40-year-old man in the Hampton area of the parish on Monday night. The deceased man has been identified as Cleveland Bruce. 4-wheeling to almost 10 years later, damn. Well, I suppose some things take a little time, family. You know what I think? Reports are that sometime after 6 p.m. Well, the deceased man has been identified as Cleveland Bruce. Reports are that sometime after 6 p.m. residents heard what appeared to be gunshots coming from a section of the community and alerted the police, and you know the rest. Upon their arrival, police found Bruce suffering from gunshot wounds. He was assisted to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. So please, I'm going to set up a little thing on the little phone over here, so I can show you a few things where I go on in a dance. Them can't lock off the dance. Oh, probably they're too close to the microphone, you know. Come on, thing. Them can't lock off the dance. Why does not pick up the iPhone? Oh, so the iPhone is up. Yeah, people, so the situation, you know, I suppose probably the most talked about news story throughout the week was the story involving the Benz stunt driver, the Dunrobin Drift King. Yeah, and the story keeps on twisting and turning and worming and squirming. Yeah, understand where, you know, I think Assistant Commissioner of Police Dr. Gary Welch would have blundered. What really did go on in our dance from early on is that a Benz was recorded doing some donuts, not in a bakery, but at an intersection in Dunrobin, a very busy intersection, you know, where Dunrobin Road meets Constant Spring Road there. So hundreds of thousands of vehicles drive past there, so well, thousands of vehicles on a daily basis, yeah? Turn out, say, after the police them get a wind of it, them say them want to talk to the driver. Don't run in. You understand? So I think this was the first video. Let me see if I can. Boom. Alright. Boom go so. Boom go so. Yeah. So this here so is the first video. I guess it probably zoom in, but I could try run it same way. I could play it and see what go on in the dance. One more time. No, before I go any further, you see? One of the things I'm really and truly find amazing about this video is the fact that in the comment section, there were many persons justifying this display from the driver, you know. You understand? Too much serious things are going on in the country for we are wasting time on these things. Police are going to look for murderer. You understand what I say? Blah, 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 I said Kofa. And herein lies one of the problems facing us as a nation. We allow some things and disallow some things. The law is the law. You understand? This was unnecessary. It was dangerous. And it is something that should not have been done. That's my opinion on the matter. Yeah? Yes, the brother can drive. Whoever did that drive, because that is our next part of the story. That is not the question here. There's a time and a place for everything. The time for that stunt was not then. The place for that stunt was not there. A simple match that. You understand what I say? And I can't see through the fact where people are going to say people will leave the driver alone and police are going to look for criminal. I can't subscribe to that. Because if something wrong. If something wrong, it's wrong. You understand? So the police them did say the driver have to turn himself into them. One look a press conference situation go on between the police inspector there and the superintendent, the assistant commissioner, Dr. Gary Welch. Man have up in PhD and thing, you know, so man is no fool. You understand? Well, you know some people are going to type immediately, teach you have intelligent fools. On relax. You understand? Alright. So, I don't know why there was a need for a press conference, really and truly, in the first place. If it's a police matter, the police them summon you, you're going to the police station, you do nothing. I don't know why the press was called. See? And the issue now is that the calling of the press has really and truly backfired on Dr. Gary Welch. Because now, the new development, the new twist in the drift has raised a number of questions. As a matter of fact, the commissioner of police has gotten involved. So you know, watch your go on. There is a new video which is raising fresh questions about the stuntman driver in the Dunrobin drift video as Peter Champini slams the JCA for double standards. That was the title I gave to my second video. That video is actually trending here. So I tell you about are them things that trending in the country. Are them things that people really interested in. Now Cockpit Country video not trending. No. Yes, boy, I don't know. We can't get over that still. But alright, we take a trend. But we them prefer if Cockpit Country did that trend. You understand? So you know, the script for the video reads as follows. It is an incident that continues to be replayed over and over in the minds of Jamaicans across the island, is it? In fact, head of the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch Assistant Commissioner of Police Bishop Dr. Gary Welch is meeting on Tuesday with a reported driver of a Mercedes-Benz motorcar or AMG. Days after a video was posted on social media showing the vehicle being used to perform a number of dangerous stunts at a busy corporate area intersection has not brought an end to the matter. The police have reportedly reopened an investigation into the case after another video surfaced on social media showing the incident from a different angle than the initial video, also showing the immediate aftermath. I'm going to play back the first video, which is that the worst video, see? And then, so this is the first video. I want to hear tires of bird, you know. You understand? Yeah, man. Hold on. There's something I want to point out there, so. Zane, I care about this here, so. Zane, watch us say now. This could have so easily been an accident right here, so. I see some comments here say, yo, nobody never get hurt, everything. What you mean? So suppose somebody did get hurt, what kind of discussion would be having? You understand? Why would you do that? Zane? You want to go do that, you go down a Vernon Field or down a Dover family. You see me? So right there, so one look thing good go on, but more tires. Watch it. And next car they come up there so. And jump there so. Yeah, son. So that's video number 1. Exhibit A. So you know, brown man I saw him named Dennis Dietry. He is a personal assistant of one Andre Russell, Jamaican and West Indian cricketer. Yeah? Feel like me I talk loud. So the press conference go on and they meet and greet and probably have food to eat after. You know what I mean? So this is just a little excerpt of what go on in that little meet there. You understand? Because right now, Jamaica, as they say, Jamaica is not a real place. So, boy, play.
Fun with the car, it's a fast car. When I find out that it's something really wrong I did, so I'm so sorry about it and it will never happen again.
Why did it happen?
Well, you know, as I say, it's a fast car I'm driving, so when I put in a lock and pull the car, it will turn. So you have to just move the phone to the turn and that's it. So.
I can report from the Jamaica Observer. With the power and the excitement, you weren't thinking about safety and the safety of motorists?
Well, when you're around the steering sometime, you know, it kind of gets you a little bit aggressive because the car is an aggressive car. So it makes you do things where you don't really think it just happen. So you just go with the flow. But as I said, I'm really don't want me again.
Has it happened before this?
No.
And I won't allow you to ask him things that will incriminate himself. I'd like to take the opportunity to say to...
The policeman said, I won't allow you to ask him anything that will incriminate himself. See it? And peace, me not necessarily a crucify. I am just saying it was the wrong place at the wrong time. You understand what I say? That is what I say, you know. See, wrong place, wrong time. You understand? I don't know if there will ever be a right time to do that there, so. But it was just the wrong place. The man said a policeman said him nah make the media ask the man nothing to incriminate himself. Yeah, Mr. Wells go on talk.
Members of the public, this is what you do not do on the public roads. In this particular instance, what he did amounts to careless driving because it endangered other members of the public. And every single person that felt that fear is a different count. Now, he came in today and we had a teaching moment and he has learned from that. And so out of that, we took the opportunity that we would help to shape the narrative to say to the public, this is what you do not do. We have with us today Justice Ken Shaw from the St. Angela Magistrates Association. And he's here for one reason, to make sure we put an end to this aspect of the matter, and then my friend and I will start teaching.
Okay.
Friend and I.
Yes, Mr. Shaw.
Okay. We recognize your penitence. A little bit of the youthful exuberance that took place.
Yes.
And
let's do
As far as we're concerned,
Well, PJ, they would have did it.
Yes.
So we move on to the next phase.
Okay.
And the next phase is that you're going to join us in teaching others how to keep the road.
Definitely.
Safe.
Definitely. So you know, Pete, I'm going to change my screen and we see. You understand? So as me I say, you know, one, the police officer decided to go that route. See? Use it as a teaching moment. You feel what me I say? And that Dr. Gary's Welch approach, that was his choice, his option. Zine, but then now the questions that are being asked are important questions. Would this also have been a teaching moment for a man of darker complexion driving a Pro Box from Arnett Gardens or Tivoli? That is the question that people are asked. Would this have been a teaching moment if it was somebody who is of a lower socioeconomic background, standard? Simon, big up yourself, brother. Manners and respect every time. You see me? You see? That is the question that is being asked. I don't drive as well as this fellow, but if it was me who did that, I wonder if Mr. Gary Welch would be interested in having me teach other people how to use the road and would be saying it's a teachable moment. I am just asking. Knowing some of my surname is really Williams and not Dietary. I just ask. You understand? Because we have to ask these questions and some people don't want to ask some questions. So we ask them. So after the teaching moment go on and thing. And next video, remember the first video, I'm going to play about the first video in a piece because you understand me? I say, you know what I mean? So the first video is this video. That interest. Big bad machine. Now, after the meet and greet, and hug and shake and thing, a second video emerged from the woodworks. Exhibit 2. Hold him! Play it again! You know, we are selected alive. You know what I mean? Hold him! Hey! You see it? Tell me if you see it. Jesus Christ. Hold him. Hey. Yo, you have to take bad things back joking because you know about time if you don't laugh you will ball. So you know we have a situation where new questions are being asked. First, the eloquent personal assistant of Andre Russell, Mr. Dennis Dietary. No, have the same complexion as the man who drive a vehicle, you know, because when you're really looking at a car, it's a Andre Russell. You understand a man that smile in a glass, car fast. Zane, but the question now is that the driver who turned up or the person who turned up at the press conference saying Mr. Driver may not be the driver. So police have reportedly reopened an investigation into the case after another video surfaced on social media showing the incident from a different angle. You understand? Than the initial video and also showing the immediate aftermath of the illegal display. The 12-second view shows that after performing the stunt at the busy intersection, the driver of the Mercedes-Benz slowed down a few meters from where the offense was committed, and 2 individuals are seen seated in the front of the vehicle. So that is the situation right there. So yeah, the 12-second video shows that after performing the stunt at the busy intersection, the driver of the Mercedes-Benz slowed down a few meters. We said that already. Only one of the duo is seen clearly, and that gleeful figure resembles West Indian cricketer Andre Russell. However, from the latest video, it is not clear if the driver of the vehicle was in fact Dennis Dietry, who is a personal assistant of Andre Russell, who on Tuesday met with Welch and apologized for the traffic violation he said he committed. It is also not clear if any other individual or individuals was or were on the back seat of the motor car. Zane and thing. So you know, so people are talk, people are say things. You understand me? I say attorney at law Peter Champagne has slammed the JCF. You understand? Says the move by the police to excuse the actions of the reckless driver after an apology is a double standard. And that is where the discussion is at the moment. Zane, so Champagne said the police could have arrived at a goal by issuing a ticket to the driver. Zane? And he's now saying that there is ground to pursue legal action against Dietry if it turns out that Dietry is the driver, because a public mischief that, you know. You understand? Lying to police, I don't know. You understand what I say? Champagne says if it becomes irrefutable that Mr. Dietry wasn't the driver, there could be grounds for further legal actions. Yeah? So, that is the situation. But added to that now, the police commissioner himself has intervened in the situation. The Commissioner of Police, Major General Anthony Anderson, has taken an interest in the incident involving the Mercedes-Benz, in which a driver was recently captured on a video doing dangerous stunts at a busy intersection in the corporate area. Following days of media attention on the matter, including a much publicized teaching moment involving the reported offending driver, it was anticipated that the incident had been laid to rest. But with a fresh development in the form of a more revealing video of the incident and public indications that the teaching moment may not have gone over anywhere near as well as it was intended, the top cop has intervened in the saga that has become somewhat of a public relations nightmare for the police force. That is what I say, it would have served the JCF well. Zane, Misha White say, man, car and money, a bad mind. Okay, Miss White, I hear you loud and clear. Zane, loud and clear. So, it would have served the JCF well if they had done whatever they were doing with Mr. Dietry behind closed door. Because since they have come and do the thing publicly, everything is now under public scrutiny. So when the public see the police and Dietry like that, you know the news, and then them see a next video, Zane, then people are going to talk. Because this should not have been done in the public. It's the simple reality that. But Mr. Welch was probably trying to achieve some marks for being, different, and, you know what I mean? It backfire really. There has been wide-scale public condemnation of the handling of the matter by the authorities. Based on information that has emerged from the investigation into the matter, I have instructed that this matter be pursued. Further, we will continue to keep the public informed. A release from the police commissioner stated on Wednesday. So the release came hours after the new video emerged on social media showing that the person who was actually driving the Benz during the incident that took place at the intersection of Dunrobin and Dockeran Avenue. Oh, it's not out on Canton Spring Road, yes. In St. Angela last Sunday may not have been the individual who came and apologized to the country and head of the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Bishop Dr. Gary Welch, on Tuesday. That is the situation. Zane, that is the situation. And whether we like it or not, and me hear Miss White say a bad mind, like, we attribute everything to bad mind in this country. People are trying to do the right thing, a bad mind. When the police them not do nothing, we cuss them. When the police them try to do something, we cuss them. Then if we go look for criminal, more important things they fi do. You understand? So we are dictate what the police them need for do. See? The reality what we face here so is that this is fundamentally one of the problems facing us as a country. We make excuses when we should not be making excuses. You understand what I say? That is it, you know. And would the situation have been dealt with the same way? Was it somebody from Dunkirk, or Southside, or Tel Aviv, or Glendevon, or Salt Spring, or Rivoli, Zane, or De La Vega City? Would it have been treated the same way as it was with Mr. Dennis Dietry? That's the question. Zane, was there a need for the police to bring this in the public when they were dealing with the situation? Hell no. Anna, good night, Miss K. Dennis. Zane? Then now, egg on the face of the police is that a second video now showing that the person who turned up publicly may not be the person who was actually driving the vehicle. So we can look and see what the police was probably trying to achieve. But the reality is that we should not have been here. Xavier X said if it was a Corolla, I don't think it would have gotten the same attention. You see me? So, personally, I felt that the police would have handled the situation wrong. And now it has become a public relations nightmare. See? So make we see how it gonna. Make we see it work out. I guess them said the road to hell is paved with good intention. See? So the type of car generated the interest. Possibly. And thing. Because the reality is that this incidents like these occur more than we think they do. See? And all me I say, none of us not perfect. You understand? The whole of we do something sometime, and when we look back, we say, we should have never do that thing there. But at the end of the day, we want to be consistent. If we want a better country, any flunking of the law, any breaking of the law is breaking of the law. So why are we now wanting to dictate what is to be police and what is not police? How did we come to that? You understand what I say? I know some people don't have no issue with it. But the reality is that the time, the place, the actions were wrong. And we keep on forgiving these little things. And oftentimes it is the little things that add up to be great things. Now, what kind of discussion would we be having if this car had slammed into another vehicle? Yes, I know it never happened. So, what if it had happened? What if this car had slammed in a vehicle with a family member of yours? What would we be saying now? And say hindsight is something. I remember what them say about it. See? Dennis, Anna said Dennis teach. I get a chance to look at you wear white. More it complements your skin tone. Oh, alright, Anna, say a word if I say so. You understand? Blessings. Appreciate that. See? So what would be the discourse if this car had slammed into the Noah bus and somebody had died? And that person was a family member of ours or a friend? Would it have been a man just have fun and enjoy himself? Paulie P, just a little fun. Nothing wrong with it. He never hurt anyone. Yeah, Paulie, me hear you, brother. Zine, and I saw the comments from long time still. I just did that meds, I think. You understand? I get that. I understand that. But what I'm saying now, bro, Zine, what would have been the discussion had somebody been hurt? Because everything good and fine until somebody get hurt, you know. You understand what I say? The reality is that it was not the place to have fun, bro. The reality is that it was reckless, it was dangerous, and it was wrong. That is the reality. Whether I'm have fun here or nay, the law is the law. If you having fun and shoot a man and him dead is murder. You see me? I not crucify the people them. I am just saying it's just not right. Then if you're wrong, you can't right, you know. There are places where you can have fun like that. Go there so go have fun, brother. Anything could have gone wrong there, sir. You see me? And then one thing lead to the next. Police call press conference. So what? You saw the man for turn in. The man turn in himself. You adjust the thing, you do the thing. Why you need cameras? We kind of have this thing for camera in this country, you see? Then now we turn out said there was a next part to the video. So egg pan the JCF face. So you know so the JCF now have the best image in the world already. Me in one car already, back in the days, when one brother overtake a line of traffic, police block him off, take him out of the car and arrest him immediately for dangerous driving. He never does spin no car on the road. All he might do is just a shot one line. The man did wrong. You understand what I say? So, you know, I mean, that is the nature of the country. And I suppose it's not even just the country. Zane? It's, yeah, I understand Paulie PC63, bro. I understand say it must be a fun car to drive. See, I can't go round that. But what I'm saying, there are places to go have that type of fun. The road where pedestrians use and other motorists use is not the place. Imagine one driver come and just start learning to drive and see this go and all panic. Problem. No know what to do. But I suppose you see. And then now we can't get it from in a parley is that there will be a new discussion about class and race in Jamaica. And you can't blame people for have that discussion there again. Based on the dynamics of the situation. You understand what I say? You can't blame nobody for that, you know. You see me? Because based on the dynamics, it is fair that that discussion will come up. You see me? Miss Lacrona Daily, good night, Empress. Really and truly appreciate the support and the contribution. Blessings every time. Zane, John Johnson, blessings. Sherms, good. Sherms say, I go jubby that. I go jubby, you know, Anna. I go jubby. Sherms, so I go on, you good? You see me, peeps? So, I just, as me I say, when we're talking, sometimes we can be opinionated, but we just want a balance in the discussion. Yes, it might have fun. It was not the place to have fun. You understand? And the police then blow the thing out of. Because every driver is a good driver till him crash, you know? Remember that. Every man a big driver till then crash. And say no mug, no broke, no coffee, no dash, nobody was hurt. Yes, thankfully no one was hurt. But what will happen the next time around? Now come move on. So we are watching it and see the commissioner has spoken. Zine. And like how we're upon this, I want a video. Because I was sent a video. I have not done an official video with this video. Kind of sounds strange. As yet. Because I am not sure exactly where the incident would have taken place. I am not sure exactly if the assertions that are being made on social media are true. Saying that the gentleman is a justice of the peace, a JP. But what I'll say, if it is in fact true that the gentleman in this video is a justice of the peace, then we don't know peace. See? So this video, as I said, was sent to me by a viewer of a recording taken by, I think, I don't know if it's Father Trivian Spot. Big up yourself, bro. See? Blessings every time. Appreciate the contribution and the support. See? I don't know where exactly it would have taken place. I am not sure who videoed it. But based on social media references, the gentleman is supposed to be a justice of the peace, who was apparently stopped and ticketed Zane by police officers. Apparently he never feel like he need to get no ticket. So this is the exchange. You understand? Cause I don't even know if I open up. I not watch the whole of the video. I open up expletive not in there. I forgot some head up on the plus size of life. You know, I don't know make me tighten this and you understand. But I come tell me about my head, cause You know the size of my head from a long time. So I wanna build with that. See, so this here now is this exchange here, so. Boom.
Take all the picture and all the video you want to take because that cannot save you. Let me know. Indian, I am coming to Matilda's corner for my license tomorrow morning. You see how long it might take a spread bed panning and I job, you should have known him and stop me for. You should have listen to me. You don't need to video it, you know. You don't need to video it. Come here, call Bobby out upon you right now. You don't need to video it. I'm telling you. So you get. Could I have my license, please?
Sir, don't.
You have my license?
Don't touch me.
I am waiting
Don't
too
touch
long
me.
for my license. I am waiting too long for my license now. So you're going to give me a license, let me leave. Indian, I'm expecting a police stop me. He said I'm charging, he knows my license and my information, I need it.
Excuse, man.
He's a police, he's a sergeant of police, Lewis. So you don't talk to him like you don't know him.
Excuse me, sir. Stop us stopping for me work.
There's two police right here. There are two police right there. And I'm a justice of the peace. And I'm telling you, I'm a justice of the peace. I'm a justice of the peace. So you playing games with me now. You're playing games with me now. You can make all the video you want to video. But I'm gonna deal with it. You're getting me very irritated. Who him about the trail? I'm gonna deal with you and him. You're getting out of Kingston because you have no customer service. You need to be in Montego Bay, make man shoot you. And that's where you need to be. No, I am getting mad. And he don't even... I'm not giving it away. But listen, he knows his job. He shouldn't take that long time to write me a ticket. Cause you laugh. You know something? You have some people that will go unheard and some will go heard. Well, I'm one.
Which one?
You see. Listen, man. No, you don't need to talk to him anymore. You don't need to talk to him anymore. Why? You don't need to talk to him now because you see where I come from now, we're good. So you don't know nothing good. Sure. He's going to regret this moment. I don't care about the ticket because I can pay that. Because you don't pay if you work $5,000. We work in a 2 seconds.
Oh, 5,000 and a 2 seconds.
When
I don't know. Probably have an next bigger car. So.
You're going to sign for the ticket, mister?
Just give me my ticket and let me go.
Okay, sir.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. Because you don't know what you're doing.
Man, say police take 10 days to work 5,000 and a 2 seconds. Interesting.
Just give me my license. Don't send it to me.
I want him Bobby. I'm saying I call Bobby out here now. I wonder where Bobby come from. Bobby sucks. I wonder if a Bobby man take you. I don't know him. You know what? I'll be able to say for that right here. But peeps, you see again. I see Ben when said the police are done still. I don't know why him say that still. I don't know what would have transpired before the recording started. Zine, but the man was very upset. But this is my question still. This is my question. Oh, it's an old video King Benji. I don't know, I just come across it, you know. Bro, you see me? So, but me I say, you know, when I look into it still, a justice of the peace is normally somebody who is intelligent, somebody whose temperament is not like your regular man in the street, whose experience and knowledge and maturity is something that would normally be used to de-escalate a situation and relieve tension, seeing somebody who would not by nature be aggressive. Yeah, that's what I mean. I say, if this man is a justice of the peace, then the justice system needs some peace. I don't know. It's strange to see somebody of this status behaving like that. I mean, he's only human, and as I said, I don't know what would have went on, but he overdid the thing entirely. I don't know exactly what the police would have said or done, because there's always 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 side. But I don't know. I could move on no peeps. I could get the groove on no peeps, because night are coming. You understand? And them things there. So I would have done a video earlier in the week in relation to slain dancehall entertainer Keshan, where her father would have spoken. So the autopsy would have been done on Wednesday. I assume that was the date that was given. They would have had to wait over a month because pathologists were not available and all sorts of things. I do not know what the autopsy report said. I have not seen or heard anything in relation to it, but I know it was supposed to have been done on Wednesday. So a post-mortem date was finally set for dancehall entertainer Keshan, who was shot dead over a month ago in Old Harbour, St. Catherine. And according to Keshan's sister, Petisha Brown, the autopsy date would have been set for Wednesday, August 21st. That was earlier in the week. And a Thanksgiving service for the entertainer, a funeral, is scheduled for Sunday, September the 8th at the Spring Village Seventh-day Adventist Church in St. Catherine, following a set-up a 9-night on the 7th, which would be the Friday night, which would be the Saturday night at Hibiscus Drive in Marlymount. I suppose that is where she's from. So the Brown family had to wait more than a month to get an autopsy date. But at some point in the future, it is saying that the bereaved family may not have to add the burden of waiting months for autopsies to be conducted. Why? Because them say them are going to work on it. I mean, waiting a month for an autopsy is a long time. See? And thing. So Fitzroy Brown, meanwhile, the Brown family is gearing up for a protracted legal battle to get justice for the loss of Keshan's life. So Fitzroy Brown, who is the father of the deceased entertainer, has indicated that he will be retaining the services of an attorney to ensure that a thorough investigation is conducted into the death of his daughter. So the Old Harbour police, this gentleman here is here that the Old Harbour police have not given us any good argument on the progress of the investigation. The investigating officer is Mr. He never said, see? And whenever I go there, I cannot get any information. So I am starting to believe that they are trying to sweep it under the carpet, the distraught father said. So the dancehall artist died at the hands of her lover, a licensed firearm holder, who shot and killed her on July 20th during a reportedly violent dispute in Old Harbour, St. Catherine. So Keshan, whose real name is Kenisha Brown, would have been known for her collaborations with dancehall superstar Vybz Kartel. We know that part of the story there. So police personnel have been telling me that my daughter mashed up the man's car. Almost like them a take side with him. Like him have links with the police. All them do so far is, I understand, is to take his firearm and warn him for prosecution. Because I believe they feel the case will rule as self-defense. But how him get stabbed 3 times and could still drive her to the hospital after him shoot her, the father asked. If you are a licensed firearm holder in a dispute with your woman, the first option cannot be to shoot her. I am going to make sure that Keshan gets justice, he said. So as I said, I have not seen anything. I know that the officer, the director of public prosecution, had made a public statement saying that a ruling would be handed down shortly as to whether or not charges would be laid against the boyfriend. I have not seen or heard anything read that since. I suppose they are probably waiting on the autopsy report, the post-mortem report and such. The father is asking questions, apparently not getting any answers. as I suppose any father would and things. So I could see how it go. So the funeral is on the 8th of September, the 9th is the 7th. I could see how the thing go. Zane, so peeps, I soon wrap up time, but climate change is, I mean I lead with this because of a particular thing. I'm going to change my background, you know. Zane? I use this from night. Alright, I know that now. Let me go back up here so that make a difference. Climate change is the greatest threat to small states, says Samuda, which is Matthew Samuda. So Government Senator Matthew Samuda says the potential impact of climate change on small island developing states such as Jamaica is the greatest threat of our time, added to mining in the backside in the Cockpit Country. But he says it is important to note that the challenge presents significant opportunity to pursue inclusive economic development. Samuda made a submission recently at a high-level panel discussion on a sustainable ocean economy taking place in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Yeah? So Prime Minister Andrew Holness is one of 14 world leaders who are on the panel of the world leaders and who are seeking to brainstorm solutions to treat climate change. See? And I got to say this, you know. Can you imagine members of the political directorate at a climate change conference brainstorming solutions for climate change when said political directorate is apparently itching to damage the most ecologically sensitive area in the country? I suppose also the Blue and Jankra Mountain National Park is also in that zone still. Zane? And I find this so ironic. Just like how I find ironic the fact that there was some whole heap of money granted by most of the European Union to protect the Cockpit Country, Zane, and them a plan for dig it out said way. Like, me not get that. But I guess I would have been doing a series of videos on the Cockpit Country for the better part of a month now. As I would have sat down, I would have bided my time, I would have looked, I would have listened, I would have read the discourse related to the Cockpit Country. Then I started speaking. After I started speaking, I quickly realized that persons were taking offense to the things that I was saying. See? Persons were claiming all that sort of things based on the things that I was saying. I also decided to get up from out of the studio as it is, Zane, and to really go to the heart of the issue and the problems, which is in the Cockpit Country. And I would have made that journey recently. I would have spoken to some people, you understand? Like this gentleman here, I don't remember how old he say he was, but he's a farmer. Zane, he is unsure of what the future holds, knowing that he is on the side of the road. Because in essence, and a lot of people that understanding, in essence, the Cockpit Country protected area is everywhere behind the main road from Jacksontown to Albertown. So everywhere behind that main road, Zane, that separates that side of the main road from Jacksontown go right back is in problems. Because in many cases you have the markers them here, so Zane, back here, so right here, so the road is here, and everywhere across the road here, so is in problems. Yeah. So he's one of the persons who is not sure what the future holds. Like Father Juicy here, so I don't remember this lovely lady name here, so Zane and thing, and Father Genius around here, so you understand? Genius had a lot to say. Genius, big up yourself if you are watching the brother. You see me? I also spoke at length to probably one of the most vocal voices in the fight for the Cockpit Country, Mr. Hugh Dixon. He is the executive director of STEA, the Southern Trelawney Environmental Agency and stuff. I still have one part of a 5-part series to upload. He would have spoken about the history, the geology of the Cockpit Country, the history of Noranda and the government with the Cockpit Country, possible alternatives to mining, the political representatives. He will ask, the next part of the interview will be about the fight for the Cockpit Country, yeah? And I would have, in my sojourn into Trelawney, I would have gone to places like Jacksontown, Sawyers, Alps, Ulster Spring, Albertown, and thing. I would have come to a few realizations. One, many persons are in the dark as it relates to this whole mining thing. See, them hear some mining a come, a go happen, but that is all some of them seem to know. Some of them don't even know that they are in communities now that will possibly be mined. That is how the dissemination of information is limited. I also came to the realization that in some communities, some persons who are in fact going to be affected should mining take place couldn't care less. Some people care but are afraid to speak. In some communities, people are itching to speak. You understand? In some of the communities, some man no mind because it means if mining come, them probably will get a work and thing. If mining come, some people are get a money for them land. So some people don't have issue with that. See, and some people just point blank don't care. I have also come to the realization that since the public discourse about mining in the Cockpit Country started, the political representatives who would have constituencies that span areas of the Cockpit Country have been MIA, missing in action. Zine, I have also come to the realization that some persons, based on my engagement with them, have resigned themselves to the notion that them can't do nothing to stop mining in the Cockpit Country. It is a matter of time. It is just a matter of time. People are saying to me that from them born and grow, me attack big men, old men. So from them born and grow, them here say a backside land then depend. As in, a backside man own the land. And me find this so curious and strange. And me ask the people say, how can you say that? I mean, yes, he's an older man for me. But what you mean say, that land never would depend on a backside land. It's a backside man them land. It is also apparent to me that the seeds of mining the bauxite in the Cockpit Country has been sown for years and years and years. Because the information that I have suggests that the license that was given to Noranda Bauxite Partners it was given to them for 26 years and the agreement was signed on April 1st, 2004. So how come man we are 80 you tell me say from them born and grow, them here say a bauxite man land them live pan. So as I'm saying, for me, it became apparent. Zane, it said Ben Wentz a teacher, missing the point. Noranda is owned by a capitalist company. Money come first. Jamaica licky. Well, on the Ben Wen, you talk about me, I miss the point. You miss the point. Because what you are fail to understand, Noranda is owned by the government of Jamaica. Them have 51% stake, sir. So it's you miss the point, Ben Wen. So in essence, the mining entity that Noranda is the government of Jamaica. That is what you miss. So yes, you have other stakeholders and shareholders in Noranda who might be capitalists and what have you. But the reality what we face is that Noranda Bauxite Mining Partners 2 is owned primarily 51% by the government of Jamaica. So as me I say, you know, the seeds of mining the Cockpit Country has been sowed for generations upon generations. That is what me get. You see? If I read the memorandum with the government and the company. If you provide me with a copy, more than love to read it. And the reality is that the Jamaica government is, me don't need to read no memorandum for know so the Jamaica government is 51% shareholder. That's not a secret. You understand? So no memorandum don't need to tell me that. That's a fact. And Noranda own 49%. If you own 51% or something, you as the majority stakeholder, shareholder. That common maths. Not hard, not that hard. You understand? The point is, Ben, when the Cockpit Country is far too valuable to us as a nation to be encroached upon with mining. Yes, they would have designated the Cockpit Country protected area, but that is a scam. That is a sham. No one say the areas that they would have excluded from the Cockpit Country, from Jacksontown to Sawyers to Alps to Albertown to Ulster Spring to Indiantown to Larrymeres to Mahogany, all of those places are Cockpit Country community. We make up 172, 173 and 165. Zane, ownership don't speak to the running of the company making the decision. Yes, but that is not what that's not what I'm getting at, Benwen. What I'm getting at is that the government have a vested interest in mining the Cockpit Country, seeing that they are 51% shareholders. So whether the company want run by Mussolini or Hitler, the fact remains that the government is 51% shareholders in the company, brother. You understand what I say? So no matter who else in there, the government own the largest part of it. Zine? No. As me say, I'm going to talk about my personal experience in visiting the area. Many persons have resigned themselves to thinking that it is inevitable that mining will take place in the Cockpit Country. Zine? And that is sad. Many persons go out in bed tonight and them don't know what the future is. Because, Mark, you know, based on the agreement, mining should start by the 19th of September, you know, that around this, around the corner around this, you know. You answer me, I say? See? And how the thing a boil down, you know? No one should be speaking against mining in the Cockpit Country. That is what I am observing. You understand? And I can speak specifically to that. But hold on, we soon come to that. Not tonight, but soon and very soon. You understand what I say? And yeah. Me get the argument that development is important. Of course development is important. But then there's a thing called sustainable development. What is it with this great desire to dig out the Cockpit Country? And nobody come tell me about now the Cockpit Country is protected. A one area that is protected. The rest of the other community them are part of, based on the geology, the makeup of the rock. Yes, so you have the core of the Cockpit Country, which is in the protected area. But the reality is that all the communities that I name are still showing landscape that is synonymous and identifiable and equally similar and exact in many instances to the core. It's just that you may have a decline in probably the level or the type of bauxite, not bauxite, limestone in the core versus the peripheral area. You understand what I say? And if for a moment you think that mining SML 173, 172 and 165 won't affect the core, won't affect the hydrology, won't affect the ecology, then you're missing something. That's all I have to say. So my opinion is there should be no mining in the cockpit country. There should be no mining near the cockpit country. There should be no mining around the cockpit country. You understand what I say? Ben Wen said, Teach, speaking from a person in the know. One word. Levy. I mean, you know the know in a Ben Wen. You understand? But my also assume say you would also know that mining in the cockpit country cannot be good for the people, can't be good for the environment. You understand? And I don't think it's really and truly in the best interest. The information says that there's about 300,000 tons or 1,000,000 tons of bauxite, which is of a US value of $9 billion. You understand what I mean? So when we go the out of the country for $9 billion then, and how much of that $9 billion will remain in Jamaica? How much of that $9 billion will grease the pockets of politicians and them friends? How much of that $9 billion will actually benefit Jamaican citizens? I don't know. But as me I say, from my observation, many persons have resigned themselves to the fact that mining is inevitable, that it is coming and they can do nothing about it. That is not anywhere in the head of this man on screen, which is Mr. Hugh Dixon, or other persons who I had spoken to and thing. Something. So right now still, I am also of the opinion, you see, that persons like me and Mr. Dixon would just a waste of time and attack because it's something that will happen. But at the end of the day, it's risk-reward analysis. Jamaica benefits from the bauxite. Yes, brother, but I'm saying no. And yes, good, we benefit from the bauxite. But can you really tell me that it is worth mining anywhere close to the cockpit country? Zane, something that would have taken somewhere in the region of 12 million years to develop the landscape that exists now. Some place that supply Western Jamaica with 40% of the water we get. Some place we have 60 plant species were endemic to Jamaica. And of the 60, some 20 to 30 are found nowhere else in the island. Does that make financial sense? Why we don't develop the ecotourism potential of the area? Why we don't bottle water from the cockpit country and sell? Why we don't invest in yam farming and help the farmers to produce more so we can export more? The medicine ask. But as I said, in my honest opinion, I think that mining will in fact take place in the cockpit country, and whatever the ramifications of that will be. But that is my understanding. See, that is based on my observation. You understand? I think when the government say things, it is simply out of trying to, soften the blow and to delay. But I think that mining will simply take place in the cockpit country. I hope, as a geography teacher, I am wrong. I hope, as a concerned Jamaican, I am wrong. I hope that somebody with training in environmental studies, I am wrong. And for the residents and citizens who occupy some of these lands in the cockpit country, what we know to be the cockpit country, I am wrong. But my instincts are telling me that it's just a matter of time. My instincts are telling me, say, them just sit down and look at people like me and I laugh and I say, yo, I waste him time, man. This bigger than him. Which is really bigger than me. You understand what I say? But I see where they wanted to erect some things on a Mauna Loa or Mauna Kea in Hawaii. I think it's Mauna Kea. And the resident, the citizenry decide say it won't happen. We see millions of people marching peacefully in Hong Kong. We have seen governments being toppled in Ethiopia or Egypt and other places by mass demonstrations. You understand? But these are not things that appeal to people. The cockpit country, many people not interested in the cockpit country. That is just the reality. And that is one thing that the government have in its favor. It's just a minority of people who are interested. If the majority of the country was interested, it couldn't happen. And the reality is that, and as I said to Mr. Dixon, as I asked him, like, we are the political representative, and I went as far as to say, your friends them up at Alps and also Spring, I go vote for the same political person come them time there. You understand? It goes on, nothing change. You understand what I say? If the government was of the opinion that if they mind the cockpit country, then can forget about winning the next election, then some other solutions would be found. But they know that Jamaican people are fickle. They know that Jamaicans have very short memory. They know that we are so political, tribalistic and partisan that no matter what happens, we still, as long as we get local white rum and some white rice and curry goat and local music, we're good. But the fight continues for those who are willing to fight. I think it's becoming dangerous to fight. You understand? I think it is becoming a situation where when you make certain noise, you are targeted. Zane, we'll talk about that in the future. Soon and very soon. Zane and thing. But it's what it is. Somebody has to take it up. Zane. Somebody has to have an interest. And the reality is that not enough people do. Sad situation. So my simple observation is that mining is just a matter of time. I hope I am wrong. But when I do the maths and drop a thing, analyze and meds the thing, I think it's just a matter of time. You understand? As the will of the people is weak. We talk a lot, but we don't do much. You understand? And at the end of the day, deep down inside, we are simple political, partisan, and tribalistic beings. That is what it is. It's my opinion. Peeps, I'll cut it there, so. You know what I think, go. Look out for the next part of the interview with Mr. And for the persons who are interested, there's a playlist with about 9 videos, read the Cockpit Country on the channel. For those who are interested. For those who are not interested, big up on yourself. You know what I mean? Ah, boy. Peeps, manners and respect. We appreciate the continued support. You understand? For the people them on Twitter, for the people them on Facebook, for the people them on YouTube. I still can't monitor the people them on Facebook with the YouTube chat. I probably can't pay for restream. I don't know if that's why them a limit with thing. You understand? But we soon fix out all of them something there. And then now I don't have enough screen real estate for really and truly show everything one time. On my screen so I can monitor. But I don't want the people them over Facebook feed so I ignore them. Zane. Jaim Satchel, big up yourself in the barber. It's Rochelle Gill, Shani Street, Andrea Saman, Zane, Selena White, Wilmot. Blessings everybody. You see me? So we soon can monitor Keshan, Yarborough, Miss Mars, so heal more. Hey Sue, go on. You understand what I say? Winston Francis Kane, and all of our people did across here now. Big up on yourself in a piece on Facebook. But we soon can treat the Facebook people them like the YouTube people them. We see everything we are going. YouTube supersedes everything right now, which is really YouTube pay the bills them. So you know what I think. You understand? So peeps, big up on yourself. You know, I soon plantation time again. So we soon going back on the plantation. Really and truly not looking forward to that any at all. Wish certain things are in place. And I just call it quits with the teaching thing right now because it's just not for me anymore. You understand? As I telling them before. But as long as we are there, we're going to give it to all and we're always going to try to instill not only academic stuff but some values into the youths because we know the things set up on them something there. You know what I mean? And thing. So, peace. Big up on yourself. We appreciate the support from Facebook, from YouTube, from Twitter, wherever you're there. I pray the thing. I appreciate the support. You understand what I say? It is Friday night. I know some people are go road, Zane. Have something nice to drink, but if you must drink, do not drive. If you must drive, do not drink. Feel what I say? When you go road, lower the headphone them. Lower the Bluetooth headpiece them. Keep your phones in your pockets and in your bag. Zane, lower the jewelry. Walk with only the cash you need. If you must take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you cannot travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. Send the license plate, Zane. Send the license plate number or give somebody. You understand? Tell people you're there, tell people where you go. Describe the car, describe the driver. You understand what I say? Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is inherently wrong. Good? Know that. Trust absolutely no one. For the people them who live them life in them social media statuses, be careful. People are watching. People are studying. You can't make people study you. You understand? For the people them who live them relationship on social media, stop. That's not necessary, family. You feel what I say? Oh, peace. Big up on yourself. You understand? All of the people them on Facebook, manners and respect, Zane, you know we appreciate the support. You understand? For the people who are still watching on Facebook, I see only 4 people still watching. Miss Shanice Reed, hello my friend. For all the persons who would have watched on Facebook throughout the night, really and truly appreciate the support. I'm not sure if anybody did a watch on Twitter, but eventually that we kick to, so we not worry about that. Big up on yourself. You understand what I say? For all of the people that move up on YouTube, manners and respecting the people, you know we appreciate that something, you know. You see? So me I say big up, you know. I know this is gonna happen, you know. I don't know why I keep doing this crap. See? Let me see. Boom. Yeah, I know that when I got them. So I'm gonna open this, you know. I'm gonna go YouTube, yes sir. Zane? Me I say right now over upon YouTube, Miss Grace Abel. Misha White. Misha, big up yourself, you know. I guess we don't really see things the same way, but that's alright. We can agree for disagree. You understand what I say? That's not a problem. Zane. Lady Clark. Eyes 4 Inky TV. Paulie P63. Bro, big up yourself, you know. You know what I mean? Chad Murdoch. A long time, you know, forward through and Chad, but big up yourself every time, said we, you know. You understand? Taylor. Sherm's good. Ross J. Ross G. got 2. You understand what I say? K. Dennis. God favored me. Kelly Bennett. Shemo. Big up yourself, you know. Trivian Spike. Delroy Stewart. I know James Bond did about one at a time. Rebellious Boutique peeps. Remember, if you go check out that store there. You understand what I say? Andrea D, Miss Janet Bird, Kevin Smith, Ingrid Tater, Warrior Star, Manners and Respect, Miss Joan Gray, all of the people, Miss Winsome H, Frost Legend, Tash, Zane K. Dennis. You understand what I say? All of the people, them big up on the damn self, you know. Ben when? Zane, Ben, me them probably like have a discussion with you about the Cockpit Country situation, and Lawless, big up yourself, you know, brother. Miss Mention, Mega Man 1, blessings in the family. Yeah, that's what I say. And thing. Miss Grace Abel, Miss Ruth Daly, I'm not sure if you big up everybody that's already. Manners and respect. Beulah blessings. Manners and respect in the family. King Benji, King T did about one at a time, and all the people who pass through. You understand? Big up on yourself. And thing. You know, I appreciate the continued support. And them something there. And thing. Kingston Few. Big up yourself and brother. Finnar. The man with the girls, them say a star. Lawless. The man will leave the girls them. You know what I mean? Karine Ferran. Blessings, my friend. Karine asks one question. The question gone. DS Electronics Unlimited. Big up yourself and brother. You know that thing there, you know. You understand? Manners and respect everybody, you know. I appreciate every support, every view, every comment, every like. DeAndre Small. Bro, go on. Jam One Express Trucking Limited. Jadi, what you had dealt with? Miss Lacrona Daily. Blessings, everybody. You know what I mean? Top of the night, everybody will check in. You understand? We don't really want to left out nobody, so we kind of search for the name, them and thing. And thing. God favored me. Manners and respect. Zane. Miss Paula Gray, Mike Lewis, Glenmore Harris. Big up on yourself. Who else me say so? Grittel Richards. All Sound Boy. Zane, I think I say you pronounce Miss Carlene Vidal. All of the people, them Dante, that big up yourself for the family. You know what I mean? Peeps, Sunday, 5:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. get book feet. Peeps, walk good. Step with Jah. I'm out.
Teach them. Hey, yo, yellow. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.